Today, I want to tell you about using frames in Morgan, and in particular, how I use them to structure my ideal week. The idea behind frames is this is your way of templating how you want to structure your time and when you want to work on tasks, as opposed to when you're in meetings or you have other time commitments. But what's really powerful about frames is these don't just have to be big blockers of time, treating any time as available for any type of task. Instead, there are 4 frames that I tend to lean on, and I use these to ensure I'm tackling the right types of tasks at my optimal times based on my energy and my availability. Today, I'll show you those. So the way that I structure my week is every morning during the weekday, I have a deep work session. And this is the time when I want to get into flow, tackle something big and hard and important. So as you can see, I've set up filters for this time to pull in tasks that are going to be energy intensive. They're for work and specifically for projects that I want to focus on during deep work sessions, and they have high priority. And so that's what I like to spend my mornings on, and I will ruthlessly protect this time to ensure it's available for these tasks. Now, in direct opposition to that, in the afternoons, I have these quick win frames. And this is time that tends to be interrupted with meetings now and then, and that's okay. I know this is not going to be my highest focus time of day. So the tasks that I allocate to happen in these quick wins are small by nature, but they also aren't going to require a ton of energy. So they're really simple, often administrative types of tasks, and they're well suited for these afternoon blocks. A third frame that I lean on every week is my lunch and learn frame, and I have these scheduled on the days when I work from home. Now, I'm someone who has a learning plan always, but one thing I struggle with is when to find the time to do that work. And it never feels as urgent and important as everything else, and so it tends to fall to the wayside. What I've started doing is treating my lunch breaks as my lunch and learns. And I now have linked this frame up with my learning plan in Notion. So this will schedule things like my German homework for my lessons for me, or some sessions that I want to do on web design, and these will be added to these frames so I can ensure that I'm always moving forward and progressing on my learning plan rather than always trying to tackle it late at night when I'm tired and I know I won't get the most of it. The final frame that I have every week is on Tuesday nights. This is my life admin frame. The reason I do this is I always have lots of life admin tasks that I just hate doing. And so in the past, I've tended to either relegate them to the last possible minute, which often means bogging my weekend down in these types of tasks, or letting them pile up. And so now I know Tuesday nights, I try and batch them all together and get them done. This can be anything from paying bills to registering my kids for sports to updating our visas and our passports. But it's that type of really fun task that we all have. And so it's just putting it in a bucket and tackling it at the right time. And so you can see the tags that I have associated with these frames. Now you can use frames in any way that works for you. Some people use them for creative work or for early morning writing sessions or day theming. So they have Thursdays set aside as their marketing day, Tuesday as their meeting day, whatever works best for you. But the idea is simple. Rather than just doing any task when you have time available, let's start thinking about when we can make the most of the energy and the type of time that we have available to allocate to our tasks and put the right type of work then.